Ann Peters, and I'm the CEO of Lamprey Healthcare. And it is indeed an honor and a privilege for me here today to recognize Jean Raganese, who is receiving the New Hampshire Community Service Award for bettering the lives in New Hampshire's vulnerable populations. Jean is a very, very special person, and I've had the pleasure for knowing her for over 25 years in that capacity of a volunteer. She has given all of herself and so much more to Lamprey Healthcare. In the early days when we were first forming a facility in Raymond, she was involved with the advisory committee. She helped us pick out colors and wallpaper and mounted resources in the community as we did our fundraising. But in addition to that, she is always available when we need an assistance on our many community clinics, especially the flu clinic. She's right there enrolling her senior compatriots to make sure that they get their flu shots and anything else that we have needed. And in the more recent years, actually more like the last 10 or 12, Jean has not only served on the advisory committee, but she also has served as a valued and trusted member of the board of directors of Lamprey Healthcare. She's not only been a member of the executive committee, but she's also been a member of the marketing committee. And the most wonderful thing about Jean is she never hesitates to speak up. And she tells us if we're missing the board on a service, if we need to increase those evening hours or whatever. And she keeps us really honest to our mission and honest to the vulnerable that we serve within our communities. And that's what's so special about community health centers. And she's a quintessential board member of a community health center and a volunteer. But she doesn't just limit herself to what she does for us. She's just extremely active in the community, and many of us who are staff and board members have had the pleasure of the ride to the Isle of Shoals with the Historic Society of the Isle of Shoals, which for some of you who might not know, it's off the coast of southern New Hampshire, and had wonderful tours with education on the research activity that's going on there with the Cornell Lab and the University of New Hampshire. She, and also poetry from Celia Thaxter, a famous poet from the island. And she also has been an extremely active member of the University of New Hampshire Marine Docent Sea Grant Program. She's a wonderful teacher. She's been a volunteer and a board member of many organizations, the American Red Cross, the town of Fremont, and she's been treasurer of the Fremont Historical Society. Jean does believe in a life of service, and she lives a life of service. And by presenting this award to her, we are expressing our gratitude and awe for Jean Raganese and all the amazing work that she has done and continues to do in support of New Hampshire citizens in need. On behalf of Bi-State Board of Directors and staff, congratulations, Jean, and thank you many times over for all you have done and continue to do.
I feel very humble being here with such achieving people, and I think it probably goes back to the fact that I grew up in rural New Hampshire with call your doctor and he came and helped you out, and I know the need for a community health center. After college and so forth, 24 years in the military, where we were told that military wives don't sit at home knitting. They have to be part of the community. So I guess I decided I was not a woman's club person. I would go with the Red Cross. So I did work with the Red Cross, whatever they had, sometimes meeting wounded soldiers from Korea, sometimes a school health nurse, wherever the need was. So if nothing else, I have longevity in community service. And I have been with Lamprey Healthcare pretty much since we retired from the military, my husband. And it's been a joy because I believe in the mission. I was there when we became Lamprey Healthcare. I was there to explain to them that lamprey was not just an eel, it was the name of a colonial family that the river was named for, and the eel decided it would like to make its home there and raise its children. So they named it the lamprey eel. And I thought that was very historic, and we are proud of the fact that the lamprey runs through Raymond and Newmarket. Unfortunately, it does not run through Nashua. The Nashua River does. And so with that, I thank you all for recognition, a little tiara to wear on my head.